Hello, my name is Herman. This video is the fifth in a series of 16 videos where we delve into toxic relationships. Although we specifically focus on a relationship between a man and a narcissistic woman, these videos can be insightful for both men and women. In this video, we address a very serious topic: suicidal thoughts in victims of a relationship with a narcissistic partner. A common misconception is that psychological abuse is less severe than physical violence. Take notice of how this is often downplayed in various talk shows, especially when men are the victims, with statements like, "You need to toughen up," or, "That will make you stronger." However, psychological abuse is just as harmful as physical violence. Victims of prolonged psychological abuse often develop post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Some even reach a point where they contemplate suicide as the only way to escape emotional abuse. Post-traumatic stress disorder may evoke associations with war trauma, and some may think this comparison is exaggerated. However, the tactics narcissists use to emotionally abuse their victims are similar to those used on prisoners of war during conflicts. Sleep deprivation. Isolation from others. Threats of physical violence. Consider the images of traumatized soldiers forced to confess on camera that they were wrong. At a certain point, you may feel overwhelmed and break. You start feeling worthless because the narcissist makes you believe that everything is your fault. They may also threaten further consequences, such as ensuring you lose your job. This can instill great fear in the victim. Eventually, the cumulative impact of post-traumatic stress takes its toll, and the victim sees only one way out. Many victims feel ashamed of how they ended up in this situation and don't know who to talk to for help. Even when they do, the severity of the situation is often not fully understood. Most people are unfamiliar with narcissistic personality disorder and the devastating effects of narcissistic abuse. They might say things like, "Just leave that person," not realizing it's not that simple. Firstly, you've been slowly brainwashed and conditioned by the narcissist to endure the abuse. Often, they've made you entirely dependent on them. Narcissists are also skilled at manipulating and cutting off resources. They typically do this by spreading negative information about you, portraying you as the wrongdoer. Narcissists' tactics are cruel and malicious, and the worst part is, they don't feel guilty about it. If it reaches this point, please talk to someone: a doctor, psychologist, clergy, or a suicide prevention hotline. In the United States and Canada, you can reach them by dialing 988. In the United Kingdom, you can contact them at 0800 58 5858. You can also find links to suicide prevention websites in the video description. I briefly mentioned how challenging it is to leave a narcissistic partner. Although it's by far the best way to escape narcissistic abuse, there are risks involved. It's best to create a well-thought-out plan to do so. Narcissists perceive abrupt departure as an attack and seek revenge. If children are involved, they won't hesitate to involve them in their retaliation. They may also ensure you lose your possessions and spread false information about you, turning many people against you. Therefore, it's crucial to devise a plan to leave the narcissist safely. If seeking help from someone unfamiliar with narcissistic abuse, have them read articles about narcissistic personality disorder, like those on our website www.unmaskingnarcissism.com. It's essential that your confidant understands the severity of the situation and believes you. When the victim has suicidal thoughts, this can make the difference between life and death. Once again, if you have these thoughts, don't keep them to yourself. Call a suicide prevention hotline, 988 for the United States and Canada, or 0800 58 5858 for the United Kingdom. Search the internet for suicide prevention in your country. In Part 6, I'll explain the tactic a narcissist uses to keep you with them. If you don't want to miss this video, subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon. Also, check out the articles on the website www.unmaskingnarcissism.com. You can download a free ebook with 10 tips for recovery after narcissistic abuse. Thank you for watching this video, and see you next time.